What's up, Guncle fam, and welcome back to another episode of Your Favorite Guncle podcast. It's your favorite Guncle and your favorite host. It's your boy James. I'm not gonna hold y'all. This week has been so long for me. I work full time and I also own a daycare. If you don't know, I'm also a husband. So my time is split so much. And I want to do this podcast and I want to be present. But man, is it hard to just fit everything in. But here we are. I did it and I love you guys. So thank you guys for your supports and thank y'all for rocking with me. All right. Today, we're going to be talking about navigating difficult friendships. I think everybody can relate to that. What happens when your friendship becomes really difficult? What happens when you start questioning, should I even be friends with this person? But before we talk about it, let's get into a listener's question. A listener wrote in, "Hey Gunkle, I have a friend who I've known over 10 years now. He and I are close, but lately we haven't been seeing eye to eye. Over the years, we fought and made up, but now it seems harder to make up these days. I love him, but I'm tired of the back and forth. How do I know it's time to move on? And am I wrong for thinking about ending my friendship?" I don't think you're wrong for ending your friendship. I think that's a lot. The back and forth, and especially if you're starting to fight more and more, I think that it's easy to go into toxicness, especially if you have a codependent relationship. So I think that you thinking like, hey, should I question my friendship with this person? I think that's a good start. I think you absolutely should question that friendship because, like I said, it's starting to sound a little toxic. That would be a red flag. If we're fighting a lot and we just can't get past it, that is a sign that maybe there's something deeper going on and we really need to talk and really get on one accord because obviously something's going on and we're just not gelling. Maybe we just need some time apart, because I feel like if you're really good friends, you're able to take that time apart. I should be able to go 3 months without talking to you and pick up like nothing happened. That's how good friends I want to be. I don't know about y'all. I mean, there's some friends that you need to talk to every day to be friends with them. I'm just not that kind of person. I don't need to talk to you every day to know where I stand with you. But it is nice to talk to you. It is nice to know that you're thinking of me. It is nice for me to show you I'm thinking of you. So I think that friendships are relationships. I think any relationship, whether it's a romantic, whether it's family, whether it's just friendship, I think it all requires work. And I also think it's up to you to decide how much effort and how much work you're willing to put into that relationship, how much that relationship matters to you. I think it's also, you know, important for you to think, is this person benefiting me? Like, does this person add value to my life? Is this person helping me get to where I need to be, where I want to be in life? I think if that person is not helping you or aiding you to be who you want to be and to be your best self, maybe it is time for you to question that relationship. Maybe it is time for you to move on. But I don't think it is wrong for you to think about if this relationship is beneficial or not, because that's where it comes down to. Is this is this relationship going to help you, or is this relationship going to hurt you? If we're fighting, if we can't communicate, if I can't even be friends with you, like we actually be friends, why keep going through the motions? Why keep fighting with someone and knowing the same outcome? You know what I mean? Like at some point, it's time to get off that ride and say bye bye. And it's nothing wrong with doing that because my thing is, I can really be friends with someone, and it comes to a point where I don't hate you, but I know I don't want to be friends with you. I know that me and you don't align. I also know that me and you don't mesh. So I'm going to protect my peace and I'm going to walk away and let you have it. That don't mean I'm going to talk about your dad behind your back. That doesn't mean that if I see you, I'm not going to speak. That just means I might keep it moving. I might keep it cute. Hey, boo, and keep it moving. I think that there's nothing wrong with that. I think it is important to really just, you know, yeah, step back from the relationship, take the time, also try to communicate. I think it is friends don't come too often. Good friends don't come too often. Friends maybe, but good friends, a good Judy, she don't come too often. And 10 years is a long time to be friends with someone to just have it thrown down the toilet. I think that you really should sit down with your friend and let them know, hey, this is how I'm feeling. This is where I'm coming from. Is it me, or how can we move past it? I think it is definitely worth that. It's definitely worth the conversation with your friend. I think that it's important that come with an open mind. I think that you should, you know, do whatever you need to do to salvage the relationship. And if it doesn't work out, then walk away. But I definitely think you should fight for your friendship because good friends don't come too often. And I think that you need a good friend. I think life is hard. You're never going to get along all the time. They're going to be a rough patch, but you don't walk away from good friends. Good friends will be there for you. And even if you fall out, if y'all really good friends, it will always come back around. You know what they say? If it's, what do they say? Let it go. And if it comes back, then you know, like let that butterfly fly. All right. And if it comes back to you, then you know. But I think that it is important to protect your peace, protect yourself, because if that friend is not really a friend, it's better for you to know that now than to keep that friend around. And friends get jealous. Friends do things you think they wouldn't do. So you just want to be mindful that you're keeping the right people around you and you're keeping the right people that you want in your life. You're not throwing away the wrong people. So it's a delicate balance, but you definitely want to figure that out. I have had a situation where I have had friends do things to me, and I'm just one of those people, like, I will do so much for people, and when they don't give it back in return, I get upset. But I had to learn that you can give, but you can't expect people to do what you do. Just because I am willing to bend over backwards for a friend doesn't mean that friend has to bend over backwards for me. Once I learned that, I'm telling you, I have like I've been set free because a lot of my friendships and a lot of my issues, I had to really look at both sides and realize what role am I playing? I'm giving too much to people, and that's why I'm getting upset when they're not giving the same back to me because I'm giving too much. They never asked me to give that much. They never think I was just willingly giving it to anybody. And now I'm very much more selective about who I give my energy to and what am I giving my friend like what am I putting out there? Because it is important to protect my peace and protect my energy. And I can't just be pouring into everybody and have nobody pouring into me. So I make sure that friendships that I have in my life, I'm beneficial for them, but they're also beneficial for me. And so I think that's what you have to do in this situation. And I really do wish you luck. And I hope it turns out well. If you have any questions, if you want to get anything off your chest, holla at your favorite gunkle. I am here for you. You can write in. I have TikTok, I have YouTube, I have Instagram. Send your questions in, and your favorite gunkle will get back to you. All right, guys. Peace. Love y'all.